The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Here we go, and hey, we're live. Hey, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mrs. Kren's Valley, where nothing wrong ever happens. We last left off with, I think, the group. Totally Daya, not Tim-Tam. Totally. Tim-Tam, Hemlock, and Saxton. Were in that lounge room that they met Etcher in, with none other than Strahd von Zarovich. Hemlock attempted to convince him to let the others go and to take her instead. But her plan backfired when Tim-Tam fell for Strahd's charms, and Saxton decided to also give himself freely in order to not have confrontation with Strahd. Meanwhile, Nyhm was trying to plan an escape outside the castle, trying to set up the rope system up on the tower top that she saw. And when she did, climbing up the tower was a vampire spawn. And the vampire spawn was pretty hungry. So I think we're going to start with everybody rolling initiative.
Lovely.
Lovely indeed.
Get a better dice out because this is not boding very well already.
21.
Ooh, what's your dex mod?
+4.
Okay, wow, you are a finesse monk. Tim-Tam, what'd you get?
11.
Alright. Nyhm.
16.
And Hemlock.
5! Ha ha ha.
5. Okay. So, since overall you guys averaged out more, I'll start with the group in the lounge. So those in the lounge are with Strahd, and he says to you all, well, if you want to be loyal to me, you'll have to prove it. I want to see if you'll do what I tell you to, no matter the cost. Looking at Hemlock.
Okay. Well, Mr. Lord von Zarovich, I think that we need to maybe have a contract and go through like the different clauses and stuff, because I do not appreciate that we are you who is so benevolent, going back on his word, and allowing my friends to put themselves into situations which were not agreed upon. So, yeah.
If you want to do this legally, I do have an accountant. Perhaps we can discuss it with him. If you could follow me. As he gets up, the cape dramatically flourishes, and he's at the door. Do you guys follow Strahd?
Of course.
Yeah.
He's my friend.
Alright.
Oh, that's right. You were charmed, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're gonna help him,
now.
you're gonna help him make, the traps around here a lot better.
Yeah.
Alright, so, while that's going on, up above, the vampire spawn I forget what exactly I had them look like, but they are definitely not a Batra. They are
It was an
pale.
owl.
Was it an owl?
Striga.
Yeah.
Okay. Their feathers are very pale and faded, like the desaturated. They don't have as much color as they used to. The eyes glow yellow. And a supernatural pair of fangs appear in the beak of this Strig. Looks like they might have wore maybe some armor or robes at one time, but these clothes have been tattered and torn to shreds. Possibly just due to age and not being taken care of. And this Strig jumps right at you, Nyhm. So it attempts to grab you. But an 8 will definitely miss. So then it attempts again. As I'm rereading it. A 23 would grab you. So the Strig grabs its... Uh-oh. I'm getting leggy, I apologize. The Strig wraps its wings around you, and it looks like it's getting ready for a bite. But it won't be able to do that till its next turn. Nyhm, it is your turn.
Okay, so the first thing I need to do is break out of this secondary grapple.
Athletics or acrobatics check?
Oh, acrobatics all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. 26.
Yeah, you easily get out of that. I like to think you just like duck through it. Like you just put your hands like that and just whoop.
Okay, does that use my action or my movement?
Let's see. I think it uses your action. Yes, it does.
Ooh. Robot Scotty.
It uses your action, if you can hear me.
You just came back, so it does use my action. If that's the case, then I will use my bonus action to disengage, and I'm going to go down as far down that rope as I possibly can.
All right. What's your speed?
Well, that's actually something I wanted to ask you. My technical movement speed is 30 feet.
Then you move down 30 feet.
So I wouldn't be able to jump over and just grab at the end of the rope.
I mean, if you want to try that. Did you want to do that instead?
Would it be an acrobatics check?
Actually, no. You've already used your action and bonus action.
Oof. Robot again. I can't hear you.
You've already used your action and bonus action, so I'll say you were able to move 30 feet down.
Okay. Then that's my turn.
All right. Rest of the group. Follow Strahd, who takes you down the stairs.
I will hold back.
Hold back.
At behind them and try to break away from the group.
All right. You trying to do this without Strahd noticing?
Yes.
Then give me a stealth check.
$17.
All right. He doesn't seem to react at all as you break off. So as you're leaving, where are you breaking off to?
Well, if they're going down the stairs, I was going to go up the stairs of the tower.
Okay. Your movement is 45? Or was it 40?
45.
45. It is storming and rainy and thunderstorm up above. but you can hear what sounds like hissing and some kind of tussles going on up above, but it's really hard to tell more than that.
How much further is it?
You're about 15 feet away from the opening on the stairs.
Let's see. Would the bonus action be able to dash, or
If you use your monk key, you should be able to. If I remember correctly, the Step of the Wind.
yes.
All right, so you make it the rest of the way back up there, and you see this Strig, and you see Nyhm as well. Obviously, they're not friends. Definitely a fight going on.
If I'm 30 feet down the rope,
Right. You just see Nyhm jump down onto the rope and slide down.
So if I dash, that's 15 30. So I got 75 feet more to go.
75 feet?
If I dash,
You-
it doubles my walking speed, doesn't it?
A dash adds an additional movement on your as an action. But if you use your Step of the Wind, it's a bonus action instead of an action. Are you attempting to do dash twice?
Oh, so
Because
my normal action was to get up there.
No, that was your move, and then you used a bonus action to do the Step of the Wind to move up even more. You have not used your action yet, and you got another 30 feet of movement.
So I see Nyhm go over.
Yes. Purposely, willingly, like grabbing the rope and sliding down.
Am I able to bypass the Strig and also go for the rope?
You have enough movement left, yes.
Then I'll attempt that.
Okay. You get to the rope, and when you look down below, with your dark vision, you can see that this rope does not reach the bottom.
Okay. I'll still go down the rope.
Okay. After you, it's the Strig's turn. So the Strig sees you both go onto the rope, and it peers over the edge of the tower and smiles, and it takes its talons and it slashes at the rope. And the rope starts to break apart, but it's not fully broken apart yet. Meanwhile, the rest of the group is continuing down the stairs. Continuing quite a ways. That's pretty much all you guys will do on this turn, unless either of you want to do anything otherwise.
I will take a piece of paper, and as I walk downstairs, I will make calculations and take notes about how many snakes can I put in a snake trap and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm doing.
You'll only go down to the next floor. When you get to that small hallway that has like the two humanoid-like statues standing in the alcoves, neither of them seem to move. In fact, They seem to be standing very still in Strahd's presence, almost out of fear, as Strahd goes over to the glowing door and opens it. On the other side, you see a dining hall. Dust assaults your lungs, and a sweet yet pungent smell of decay fills the room, the center of which stands an oak table. A blanket of dust covers the tabletop in fine china and silverware. The center of the table is a large, tiered cake that leans heavily on one side. The once white frosting has turned green with age. Cobwebs hang like a dusty lace down every side of the cake. A single doll figure of a well-dressed woman adorns the crest of the cake. Suspended above is a web-shrouded chandelier of forged iron. An arched window in the south wall is draped with heavy curtains. Resting in a wooden stand by the window is a dusty lute. And standing quietly in the southwest corner is a tall harp shrouded in cobwebs. As you guys can start going through the dining hall on your turns. We loop back around to Saxton.
Wait, dude. Skip over Nyhm?
I believe he did.
Because she went down the road first.
That is right, Nyhm.
Okay. Okay. If I move down another 30 for my movement, do I see any sort of windows or ledges anywhere near?
Let's see. You made sure to not have the rope on the going towards the rooftop. You wanted it going towards the base. So you did see some windows on your way down. You're past a lot of these windows though. And as you continue down, you don't see any windows within reach. However, you do see the parapet, and it's within jumping distance
The parapets of the wall or of the castle?
of the castle.
Shit, I thought we were further down than that. Yeah, I'll jump it. I'm not going to let the rope kill me.
All right.
Or
Point.
lack of rope.
You hop onto the 10-foot wide walkway that encircles most of the keep. The drizzle of rain continues, punctuated by the occasional clap of thunder or the stroke of lightning. Far below this is the shiny wet cobblestones of the courtyard. You can see fairly close to you a doorway that leads back inside, but you could loop around this since it goes around the keep part, the main building of the castle.
Okay, do I see the castle wall or the courtyard walls from this position?
Yes, but they're very far away.
Would Nyhm remember anything about the rest of the layout of the castle? Like if I looped around, would I know if the walls got any closer to the castle itself at any point?
Not that you know of. You haven't explored very much of this castle. You can give me an intelligence check, though.
I certainly shall.
You're pretty sure that this loops around towards that bigger tower that was connected to the tower you were on. You remember there was like this narrow stone bridge where you were at that led into this like red glowing room that was inside this really huge tower? right next to it. This looks like it loops. You can loop all the way around, and it will lead to that tower.
Well, okay. I have one last question before I make my decision.
As you peer over, you look down, and it's probably about 100 feet or so to the courtyard. You're not quite sure.
Okay. If I use my throwing daggers as makeshift claws, would it give me any sort of additional advantage on climbing down the side, like stabbing the knife into the?
It would not, unfortunately. If you had a climber's kit, it would, though.
I used my only pitten up at the top. I'm not going back in the castle. I want to try my luck at climbing down.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Not acrobatics.
Climbing is athletics.
Oh well. I don't have too bad.
Definitely requires strength.
18.
All right. Since you don't have an innate climbing speed, you're moving at half speed, but you do start making your way down there pretty well. You put your claws into the little wedges in the stone bricks on the exterior of the castle.
Works for me.
Then we loop back around to Saxton.
All right. From the end of the rope, how far is it to the ground?
Quite a ways. You're thinking you got about another 100 feet of rope, and you think maybe about half of that amount of length to fall to the ground. So about 60 feet at the end of the rope, which you're nowhere near at the moment.
Okay. How far is the outer wall from this tower?
Let me double check. It is quite a ways. I know that. You wouldn't be able to jump it, at least by normal means.
Mm-hmm.
They give a map, and they give squares, but they don't say if they're 10 feet or 5 feet. I think they're 5 feet. So it's a 30-foot gap if you were down where Nyhm was at.
Right. How
Right.
tall is the outer wall?
As tall as where Nym's at, that elevation. You're about 30 feet above where Nyhm hopped. So you're thinking you're about 100 feet up. 150 feet up.
So the wall's about 70 feet tall?
Taller than that. Definitely.
All right. From my height, how far above the wall am I?
About 30 feet.
All right. I will grip the rope firmly in my talons and hold my position.
Okay. The vampire spawn is next. And I'm going to roll to see if it likes to chase its food or if it likes the bigger food. Okay, is it going to go after Nyhm or is it going to go after Saxton? Oops.
There we go.
You can't really see the facial expressions because it's storming and stuff, and you're probably not staring straight up at it. But you do notice that it climbs around the edge of the tower on like all fours, like Spider-Man, and starts climbing down the tower. seeming to
Does the
ignore
rope
you.
give way?
Not yet. I'm gonna roll for the rope, actually. Nope, it's still holding pretty strong. I got a nat 20.
Nice.
I apologize because I skipped Nyhm last time. It's actually now Nym's turn in the initiative.
Okay. So let me confirm. You said the outer wall of the castle across the courtyard is a 30-foot gap.
Yes.
I have a 30-foot horizontal jump. How much of a drop would it be if I'm to jump from the spot on the wall that I'm at?
You could just run across there because the top of this wall is this precipice that you're at. So you wouldn't need to make that daring leap, but you could, since you have that innate 30-foot horizontal.
Considering I have eyes on Saxton, and I'm not exactly sure what his plan is, I definitely want to make my way to that outer wall. I want to jump.
All right. You are near some windows that go to the upper level of the keep. As you do this, so you leap over to the other side of it. And that's 30 feet of movement.
Okay. How far down on the opposite side of the wall is the ground from here?
Much, much further than the courtyard. It goes down into the ravine. You can't even see the bottom.
That's right. That's where the drawbridge was, wasn't it?
The drawbridge is currently to your right. You are facing the south. You're on the south wall. The way in was from the west.
Okay. How far to the gate? Or to the drawbridge? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to hurry this up, but I can't risk Nym's life.
Worry.
Welcome to D&D Calculus.
Yeah, I'm going to do quick math. If you fall along the wall and you use your everything for move, I could say you're at the drawbridge, like at the top of the wall where the drawbridge is pulled up.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
All right. I'll say it was 3 quick jumps where you just jump, 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 almost making like a U shape in a way. And as you get over there and the drawbridge is lifted upwards, you can see that there are 2 smaller towers on the opposite side of where the drawbridge was, and there is this big gap that seems to drop into the ravine below. You think you could make the jump to the other side of the land, but unless you have something that can break the fall damage, you would get hurt from that. On your next turn, of course. Alright, so after Nyhm is the rest of the group, as Strahd takes you through more of the castle. I'm going to skip ahead and say that he's taking you to where he needs you to go, because he would have been like almost just there anyway. Takes you through this dining hall, through double doors that leads through a study, which then leads through what looks like a treasury. Or on the floor of the smoke-filled room is a closed chest surrounded by piles of gold, silver, and copper. You know, treasures, stuff like that. Attached to the wall are 2 torch sconces, though they are unlit. You can see it has an intricate, one of the torches that are unlit has an intricate metal base, while the other one's empty. A skeleton in broke plate armor lies against the wall, and the skeleton's right hand is on its throat. And its left hand holds a matching torch from the empty sconce. And Strahd takes you forward, goes through a hallway. You see that there are many, many webs in this hallway, but he doesn't seem to be bothered by it too much as you all go through, and you eventually reach a small room. Dusty scrolls and tomes line the walls of this room. More scrolls and books lie scattered on the floor. Around 4 heavy wooden chests fit the sturdy iron locks. The only unobstructed floor space is directly in front of the doors to the east and west walls. In the center of this clutter stands a great black desk. A figure crouches on top of a tall stool, scratching on a seemingly endless scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. Nearby, a tasseled rope hangs from the hole in the ceiling. This fellow that you see before you appears to be a very old Batra. His whiskers are quite gray, his ears are drooped a little bit, and he's starting to bald a little bit in the back of his head. I know bats don't really do that much balding unless they're diseased or something, but just to get the aesthetic. And he goes, as he's writing stuff down, he looks up and he says, "What might I help you with, Lord Strahd?" And Strahd says, "Yes, I'll need another contract made for an agreement I'm having with this fine young lady here." Yes. Well, let me see if I have any update parchment. He goes off to another part of this small room, and he's starting to look for rolls of paper. Saxton. You see that Nyhm yeeted themselves all the way to the other side, to where you guys came in from the gate. Going around the wall. The tops of the wall.
Alright. So I see where she's going.
Just barely. She's out of sight by now, because of the ring.
Alright, I'm going to try to pull hard on the rope, make it snap.
Okay, give me a strength check.
18.
Right? The rope snaps, and you start to fall.
Reaction to glide towards the wall while holding the rope.
Alright. You fall 10 feet, getting your balance back into the air with your wings. It's kind of difficult because it's stormy, so there's some random torrents of wind here and there, but you are able to glide over. Now, your glide is limited by your own movement, so I assume you dash.
Well, you said it was less than 30 feet to the wall from where I was.
Okay, are you heading towards the wall?
Speed is 45.
Or are you going to head towards where Nyhm was at?
I'll glide to where Nym's at, so I would do a dash then.
Okay. Nyhm. There's a flash of lightning when suddenly you see an owlish figure glide straight towards you. Like a jump scare, and then Saxton lands right next to you. With a hand on the rope. I don't know if you heard any of that.
Need a little rope?
I heard up until the part where Saxton landed. After that, I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, Saxton landed right next to you.
Okay.
With the full length of rope.
Well, most of it.
No, we had a total of 150. Or 150 feet, rather.
Yeah, but you needed to use a bit of it to tie around up there. And they added a bit, so it did snap off some of it.
Basically, I was asking how much was left, and I was stupid and couldn't put it into words.
Just remove like 5 feet.
Okay.
Saxton, you do still have a bonus action if you would want to do anything.
How far is it across the ravine?
It looks like it's about a 40-foot gap to the other side of the ravine, a 60-foot to one of these smaller towers. However, the drop, not the horizontal, but the vertical descent, is much further than that. But it's not
Is
as
it far
bad as
enough to-
falling down the ravine. You think you could easily glide over there.
Okay, I give Nyhm one end of the rope, and I'll glide across to the other end.
All right, when it's your turn, that's what I'll plan on. Nyhm, are you fine with that?
Let me just confirm. You're going to glide to the other side of the ravine, so safely on the other side, and you're just going to pull me up with the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the plan was like you attach the rope to something on that end, and I'll attach it to something on the other end, and you can slide down the rope across.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You got plenty of rope for that. Okay.
A zip line.
Lifeline.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Meanwhile, back in the castle. This fellow that Strahd calls Leaf Lip Siege starts writing up the contract for you. Now, what might your name be, miss?
Hemlock.
Your legal name?
LeBeau.
Oh, that's such a lovely name. And he's like got his quill and he's writing it down. Strahd is just looking down at you, giving a half smile. Hemlock.
Is this a marriage contract?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. 12.
It appears to be a legally binding contract of some kind. You're not sure if it's for marriage or not, at least the bits that you can see.
Oh my god. I just like pictured Strahd as Jim Carrey in Series of Unfortunate Events just looking down at me. Oh, okay. I'm gonna smile at him and like continuously try to like nudge Tim-Tam out of his stupor if I can. Like, I doubt that I can. I just don't have any spells that can do anything.
Okay, now, Tim-Tam, to specify the roleplay of the charm that you're under, you are still you. It's just Strahd is your best friend. Nothing else has changed with that. So if he would, I don't know, told you to kill Hemlock, you would still be like, but Hemlock's my friend. You know, like you wouldn't blindly be like, yes, master, or something.
Mm-hmm.
So Hemlock's nudging you, I guess.
I say, Tim-Tam.
Hemlock.
I need you. You just need to. You need to leave.
But
I want to save you guys.
But why would I leave? I'm here with you and Strahd. It's the two most important people in my life. Do you think he will like the pits of lava, or he will be against it?
just want to lay on the floor and cry.
Strahd says, intervening with the conversation, that he was may or not be, what do you call it? Eavesdropping on. And he says, "Oh, that sounds great. I wonder where you'll get the lava, though. Maybe I can have some imported. Though keeping it hot might be an issue."
Sure. Yeah, I don't
You
know.
always
Yeah,
know how to keep it hot. Strahd! God dang it.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and rubs your shoulder a little bit.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
The hand is
I wish
cold,
Early was here.
but
Mhm.
firm.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, the rest of the group, the other half, the Ocean's 11 group, I'm going to say you guys were pretty much out of initiative now. Because there's no way that vampire spawn will catch up to you guys. You're way too agile for it. It could have glided over to you, but it's got orders. It's not allowed to leave. So, Nyhm and Saxton, you continue with your plan. Saxton glides around to the other side, ties the rope off somewhere. Then Nyhm zip lines across. And you get your rope. Now you're both on the other side of the drawbridge of the castle. The rain is not as bad almost instantly the second you go past, but it is still a light drizzle.
Should we wait for them?
We need to go get help. There's no way we can do this alone.
That's true.
We can find more of those villagers that aren't so squishy.
Meanwhile, back in the village, achoo! Ah!
Oh,
Okay. When I left, I wasn't under. I didn't know that Tim-Tam was charmed.
You didn't know
I would have to ask that.
Sorry.
Hmm?
Sorry, I interrupted. I was
No,
just going to say, you don't know anything that happened down there. You just know Strahd showed up, and you were, like, as he showed up, you're like, oh shit, and you just kept going.
Right. So I would have to ask Saxton if we need to wait for Tim-Tam or Hemlock.
Yeah, so Strahd kind of glamored Tim-Tam, and Hemlock's maybe getting hitched here quick soon.
What the hell did I miss?
Everything.
I mean, my only other instinct is to go get help, some type of help, magical, villager,
Dragon?
meat shield. No, that's Nyx.
Oh.
I mean,
Wrong campaign.
at this point, yeah. Go watch the Descent into Avernus campaign on Scotty's channel. Yeah, I mean, unless Saxton was going to wait around for Tim-Tam or Hemlock for any reason, I would stick with Saxton for the time being.
Yeah,
So if you go-
we're both banged up, so we're not very combat effective at the moment.
All
We
right.
need to fall back and regroup.
All right, you're kind of in an open field at the moment, but it leads off towards the woods. There are a few locations that you know of that you could possibly go to. There's the village of Barovia, which is down below. There's that Vistani camp, which is also down below, but a little closer. If they're still there.
What was the city that we initially escorted her to, Rana?
Valiki is also to the east. There's that winding path.
Who was with her when we brought her there? Like
Is
her
Mark.
father or
Mark, her brother.
Yeah, her stepbrother.
that would probably be the best place to go. Find people not loyal to Strahd that can help fight.
Where was the? I can't remember the name of the deer people.
One, Sherbet?
That the deer guy.
Yeah, the owner of the battle cat or big cat.
I wish we could hear right now.
He left outside of Valaki and took the old Slavic road to the west.
What's your plan?
Remember those fortunes that we got told?
Vaguely.
We were told those for a reason. The bartender is the only other person that I can think of that might have information on where any of that might be. What's your plan?
It was to get reinforcements, but do you think those fortunes might be able to help us in our endeavor?
Possible magic items versus
Imminent
mob.
death?
I was going to say a mob, but
So, do we go after the person, go to the city, or go to where her brother is?
You remember her brother took her to the castle.
yeah, he was the one on horseback that we were following to get to the castle in the first place. So he's there.
So, bartender or big cat?
You also do remember, since you were speaking of your fortunes, another one. Since you wanted to look for allies, you remember there was a fortune specifically for allies.
Oh, great oracle. What was the fortune?
You flashback. And you guys remember that the old Batra lady, that was the Madame Eva that told you guys your fortunes, said your greatest ally will be a wizard. His mind is broken, but his spells are strong.
We were looking for that when we found the little girl, and Irina's brother came in.
The Dusk Feathers did mention there's a mad wizard of Mount Maratak, which is to the northeast of where you're currently at. The mountains are to your right, pretty much. That mountain range.
Okay, that'd probably be our best bet then. So head northeast.
I can't disagree.
We're off on the road to the wizard.
All right.
I don't think there's going to be a yellow brick road here.
There is no road. You guys
Maybe the house will fall on Strahd.
You are all quite off-road as you start mountain climbing. And mountain climbing doesn't mean like straight up vertical stuff. It's just, you're hiking uphill.
Would my background ability to have that time frame be of any use, or are we venturing into an unknown area other than where we found the kid?
Oh, this is definitely off the grid, so
okay, so
it would not help.
Okay, just had to ask.
If you were a ranger, I think, in that certain terrain or whatever that rangers have, I think they're the only ones that can have the time in that kind of setting.
Okay.
All right, so that's where you two head off. And as you head out that way, the rain dies down, and then eventually it's just this tiny little bit of mist of rain, and then eventually it is nothing. The skies are relatively clear, and by that I mean the sky is still gray, no sign of sunlight, but it's not dark clouds, it's not super windy. There is a bit of a breeze since you're on the side of a mountain, but that's where you two start to travel. I don't know if you can heard any of that, since apparently my network is unstable.
One last thing, if I may. As we're starting to make our way, Nyhm would take out a parchment and charcoal and leave a message for anybody that... Ooh, no, that may not be a great idea.
Saxton. Yeah, let's not give our plan away.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Never mind.
And I'll transition back to Tim-Tam and Hemlock. The contract is completed, and it's handed to you, Hemlock. You see that it is... you're fine. You see that it is a contract to be the equivalent of being knighted. You'd be Sir Hemlock, under Count Strahd von Sarovich, and you would serve him as a loyal servant, and would follow all the commands that would help him and protect these lands of Kren's Valley.
I would like to make sure that there's like, because I'm sure Hemlock would have said something. Like there's like a clause that says that out of her party, only she would be staying in the castle. If that's possible.
Give me an investigation check. Strahd pulls out a seat for you. Says, please, take your time. And lets you look at the contract.
I would like to remind you that Vivacia gave me 1d10 a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use it now.
Okay.
25.
You do not see anything that specifies anyone else in his contract. Is purely for Hemlock. It's all on Hemlock in his contract. And with that 25, you notice that this is pretty much more formality than anything else. Strahd doesn't seem like he's trying to be too wily about it. He's not even the one that wrote it. It was the servant guy. It was pretty simply made, very generic. But the big thing you would have noticed is there's nothing binding you to the castle, but it is binding you to his service. So he could send you out of the castle, maybe. Potentially.
Is there, I'm sure he's very thorough, but is there any, is there anything that like stands out that she could possibly break this contract at any point in time?
You see that breaking the contract would involve acting against the will of the land, is how it's written, or causing harm to your lord, or assisting in causing harm to your lord, even if it's indirect. Something like someone's coming here to attack him and you willingly let them come in.
And that would probably result in death and the death of my friends, right? Or something.
It would involve termination of the contract, but you don't know what that entails. You also can see here that the contract protects you from being harmed by Strahd or any of his allies.
But it doesn't protect my friends from being,
No,
even though
this is only you.
Okay. But verbally, we have a binding contract. He's not going to hurt my friends.
Yeah. Strahd's like sitting at a chair. He's got like his feet up on a table. He looks pretty bored.
I'm sure he is. He's, you know, just ruining people's lives.
So Tim-Tam, what was this you were saying about the lava?
So that's one of the ideas, but I understand that it may be difficult to bring them to the castle. To bring the lava to the castle, because I haven't seen anything very glowy in this land,
Do you,
but
do you know of anyone that could assist in maybe conjuring some? Back when I made this castle, I hired quite a few mages to help assist.
I mean, any mage that has studied the books or in the universities of evocation should be able to conjure some lava. Maybe conjuration? I don't know if I've never studied that.
That's the conversation he's had with Tim-Tam while you're investigating this contract.
Also, have you considered wyverns?
Wyverns? I've only read of those in books.
Me too. Do you have more books?
Oh, I have plenty of books. Here in my study. Here, let me show you. And he gets up, and he goes back into that room where the study was at. With
I will
Tim-Tam.
squeal when I say the books.
Let me turn to the study. There it is. Alright. There's a bunch of books in here. You can roll me a d12.
Okay. 7.
The first one you see is literally titled Epic Novel.
Oh,
In the study, you also see a portrait of a very beautiful Batra lady. She looks just like Irina, but with different clothes.
I mean, I know my friend well, not to ask probably.
I'll leave you here. And there's a nice like fireplace already lit and everything. Nice chairs to sit in to read. Pretty nice in here. You also notice in here, up on a stand on a velvet pillow, is this big crystal ball.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, appraising eye. My feature, I can spend an action to examine an object, and I can determine any magic properties the item has and how it may be used to activate it, as well as a fair estimation of the market price.
All right.
Once per short rest.
You take a good look at this orb, and you see that it is definitely completely made of crystal, not glass. You think that it's worth at least 1,000 gold.
Ooh.
And you know that it is innately not magical, but it is one of the main material components used for scrying magics.
Nice.
Strahd walks back out. So, is the contract to your liking, or do we need to make more arrangements to it?
First, I would like in order for me to sign this, I would like for you to drop whatever you got on Tim-Tam, because I know you got something on him, and have your servants or whoever or me escort him, and you have my word, I will not leave. Escort him out of the premises and out of your prying eyes and everything, or I am not signing this deal.
And being quite nice, you know.
I mean too. I think you're being a very gracious host. I just have one or two. I don't ask for much, do I? I mean,
I don't know. You've been asking quite a lot out of me.
You've been asking quite a lot of me too. I mean, we're about to sign a contract, my life away. I was giving myself to my the center of all, and
I never asked for any of this. You're the one that willingly wanted this. Just as
Okay.
Tim-Tam is staying here
So-
on his own free will.
that is a load of malarkey.
I'm a nice guy once you get to know me.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure I see that in you. But but I gotta be honest. I would like for you to do one teeny tiny thing for me before I give my life away, and that would be to escort my dear friend Tim-Tam out of the premises immediately
Done.
and drop your whole thing on him, and that's it.
What thing?
Can I roll like an insight?
Well, if you
I'm-
don't want him taking any of my tomes, I don't either. I'm not gonna let him leave with them. Don't want to get rain on their pages. They're quite valuable. You can roll insight.
Happened to me. Insight plus 3. That's 21. It's 21.
It breaks my heart that everyone is so like happy as he's ever been.
Yeah, he's definitely got something that he's doing to Tim-Tam, and he's just lying to you straight up.
Yeah, I mean, that's not okay. She says, "Well, that's not a very healthy relationship, is it? We can't start this off by lying to each other." I would like for you to drop, because I know you got something on my. I drop whatever you got on my friend Tim-Tam and escort him out of the premises, and promise me that you're not going to do anything to him. And I will sign this contract, become your bride, do whatever.
His smile, like, breaks for just a little bit. He frowns for just a split moment, and then he goes back to his smile. And his talon, he boops you on the nose, and he says, "That's what I like about clever ones." All right, I'll drop my thing. Tim-Tam?
I think I figured out how to give spider climb to your skeletons. Yes?
Oh,
Tim-Tam, no!
that sounds great.
He's
And,
about
and
to-
could you come out here for a moment?
Sure, I will go there.
alive, 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 alive.
I'm like carrying 7 books. Yes,
Escort him
Besties?
out alive.
looking at them both.
Now you're
We're gonna have so
now
much fun here.
yes, we are. Well, we would be. I'm sorry, but it appears that your friend Hemlock doesn't want you to stay.
Why? I mean,
Come on.
this castle is so big. I'm not gonna bother you both. I swear.
Oh no, no,
I'll
no.
be most of the time like working on my.
But she doesn't want you here. She doesn't want you here with her. So
No,
I'm gonna
that's-
go
that's not
and
true.
I'm
That's
following
not
the
true.
agreement that
He's
she asked,
gaslighting you.
and I will escort you out of the castle and to drop whatever it
I
is I
like it
have on
here.
you. I know. And he puts an arm around your shoulder. He says, "Then you can come back later, then, if you'd wish. I have quite enjoyed your
mean, if-
company."
Yeah, I'm having so much fun here, and I have so much projects. I left you a couple like blueprints on your desk there.
Yes. As
But
he's just like walking away with
but
Tim-Tam.
Hemlock,
So Hemlock, you are
I'll
alone.
miss you.
Oh,
What?
yeah. This will be at the end of the hallway. Tim-Tam.
What did Tim say? What did he say?
I'll miss you.
Oh my god. I run
See
up
you soon.
and I give him a hug. I give him the biggest hug ever, and I slip him my Strahd puppet.
Okay, but I mean, if we're not gonna see each other for a while, because I mean, I understand that you want like some time with Strahd. You both are amazing people and deserve some time together. At least let me give you like couple things that you may find useful, and I will give you both my where are they? Where are they?
Oh, they're right
My-
here. And Strahd
It's
just
called
has it
magic
for you.
tinkering.
I'm
stuff.
joking. I'm joking. He doesn't have it.
I'll give you both my infused items. One is a +1 magic one, and the other one is a +1 to your armor class.
Okay, who are you giving what to what?
No, both to Hemlock.
Okay.
So
Alright.
it's like +1 when casting spells, basically, and +1 to your AC. And I will remove that.
I would like to.
We'll say
give-
it's a fancy glove, because then that one item can be both combined. Because the glove's like armor,
Yeah.
but also you could be casting your spells from it.
Yeah.
I would like to give Tim-Tam this little like homemade doll that is like a little Jerbeen, and it's got a big red hat and big ears and like a little doll dress. And she says, "This is my patron. May she guide you. She's the center of all."
I will talk to her. We'll see each other soon. Don't worry. No need to be sad.
Mm-hmm. She gives you another hug.
Oh, says Strahd.
Can I punch him in the throat now? God.
I mean, would Hemlock do that?
No, she wouldn't. Callie would love to. But she says, "I'll see you soon, okay?"
Yeah. I'll see you soon. I'll see you both soon. We will like eat a lot of donuts that are not cursed this time. Yeah. So where are the others?
The others. Oh, that's right. Your Strig friend. Where did he go off to? Probably
Yeah,
went off.
sure, I'll-
Probably went off to find Nyhm. I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, they're both a little rude, leaving without saying goodbye. But I'm pretty sure I'll find them, and I'll. Yeah.
Well, let them know.
I'll tell them you are sending them salutations or whatever.
Yes. Then come, Tim-Tam. And
Alive, Scotty.
and as he's leaving with Tim-Tam, Hemlock, you hear a bunch of chains and mechanisms go off in the castle. And Tim-Tam, when you go to leave out into the courtyard, you see the drawbridge is down. And right before you go to leave the castle, Strahd says to you, "Well, I know that you must be off, unfortunately, but I would like one more request from you, if that's fine."
Sure. Whatever. friend.
Would you offer to me your neck real quick? This charm willingly lets you makes you. It's like the only thing that's like, yes, you have to.
I mean, serve yourself.
What did you just throw?
Don't mind the feathers.
What did you just throw? Okay. I was like, she threw something. And he goes to bite you, and as he bites you,
I mean,
you get to reroll on that wisdom saving throw.
I still have
Fine.
-1.
No.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay, so he bites you, and you are still charmed by
You have
him.
inspiration?
I was going to give you inspiration, so if you didn't have it, you do have it right now, if you would like to use it. If you make the save, you're no longer
actually,
charmed.
It's fine. I like to see where this is going anyway, and I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
You take 7 piercing damage from the initial bite. Plus...
Okay.
11 necrotic damage, and your hit points maximum is reduced by that amount.
Okay.
He says, takes his mouth off you, and he's like, retracts his fangs, blood still all over him. Always like, there's something about the taste of intelligence. But thank you, you can go now.
Actually, friend, now that we're like giving stuff to each other, so do you have something shiny for me to like take on my way to town?
You seem to have caught Strahd off guard, and he just goes over to a random candelabra, and he just gives you it.
Is it shiny?
Yes, it's like brass.
Then I'm pleased.
You think it's worth about 10 gold.
Oh, nice. I will leave then, scratching my neck.
Safe travels. Hope to see you again.
Thank you.
And as you're leaving,
You sure will.
I don't think he can willingly knock the charm off of you.
I will hit my head at some point.
I do have a quick question when you get to a point.
I was just about to get to you guys. Yeah, he cannot end this charm himself. He tried.
Yeah, but I have -1 wisdom.
So
Goes to Nyhm and Saxton, and you just hear like Lord of the Rings music, and they're just like in New Zealand, and they're just like going through the rocky terrain.
So
We made a wrong turn to be in New Zealand.
I think we passed someplace called Albuquerque. I do want to ask if I could possibly use my inspiration point to give Tim-Tam an innate insight as to where we were heading, like either following our tracks or knowing that the last place we were before this happened was going for the wizard.
You know what? Yeah, I'll let you use your inspiration point for that. Suddenly, Tim-Tam, you notice very clearly on the there's some scuffled dirt out here that you can see Jerbeen and Strig tracks leading out to the northeast, up towards the mountains. I'm pretty sure that's Nyhm and Saxton's feet.
Oh, I will follow the track then.
All right. Hemlock, do you sign the contract while they're gone? They're gone for quite a while. I'd say about 15 minutes before Strahd returns.
Uh,
The old man goes back to his desk and continues working on that giant scroll that he was on.
yeah, I guess I do.
All right.
Cole, she's all about her word, so
You can never go to the West Wing. You're not allowed in the West Wing. It is forbidden. Sorry, Zoom chat was saying this is like a dark version of Beauty and the Beast. Fun fact, Beauty and the Beast is the dark version.
Oh yeah.
I meant it more as like a darker version of the Disney edition,
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah,
necessarily the original tale.
yeah. I mean, at least it's not Hunchback of Notre Dame.
no.
What in the name of Grim are you doing?
So, Nyhm and Saxton, it is daytime, I guess? Because you guys technically took a long rest until morning, but when you were at the castle, everything was just lightning storms and dark anyway. And you two just start traveling up the mountain, and you're searching for this this wizard fellow, this mage.
What time of day did you say it was?
It's probably around lunchtime by now, I would say.
Okay, so we can make some good distance before dark.
I fast forwarded like a few hours.
As it's getting close to dark and we're still going along our tracks, do we like find any place to hold up for the night?
God. You might. As you're traveling through here, you do find a fairly big-looking tree where the roots seem to be very well fortified, and there seems to be like something at one point burrowed into the bottom part of here and used the root system down below as like this little tiny little cave, almost like a bear cave.
Are there any bears in it?
Not that you can see or hear or smell at the entryway.
That's not a no, Scotty.
Any rocks or boulders that we could like maneuver in front of the entrance?
I would prefer not to block ourselves in.
None within convenient distance of that size.
Okay, but you said like there's an underground burrow in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we could make fire in there without, showing off any light. Yes, no.
I think he's thinking.
Oh, I thought you were talking to them. Are you asking them or me?
I was asking GM if we were able to make a fire in the burrows without it being seen.
Do you got tinderbox and stuff?
Yeah.
Then yeah, sure. You can give me a survival check. I thought you were asking if Nyhm, is this the plan? Is this what we're doing? But
well,
sorry.
Do you want to hold up here for the night, Nyhm?
It's still daytime, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around lunch. Actually, now I think about it, Nyhm, we need that was fast forwarding. Nyhm, give me a Constitution save. I think about it.
Uh-oh.
Can you actually give me 2?
Uh-oh. Well, that's an at 20 on the first one.
Nice.
And 16 on the second one.
Okay. You are not suffering any negative detriments just yet, but your stomach growls like crazy. You're dying of thirst right now. You haven't had anything to eat in at least 24 hours, and you haven't had anything to drink in probably about 12.
Ooh. However, we may want to stop for a short rest. We can get a little bit of health back, and I can eat and drink something because I have rations and water.
I got a crap ton of that meat. So, yeah, I got plenty of rations.
Brought it with you.
Yeah, remember? I put it in my bag when we initially had Big Cat, and I never got rid of it. Big Cat was taken back, and it was dried, preserved jerky meat, so.
Oh, neat.
So do you guys sit here for a bit and have lunch?
Yeah, take a short rest.
All right. At the very end of your short rest, that's when Tim-Tam shows up, following your guys' trail to here.
Oh, hi guys.
Oh,
Why did you leave without saying anything, Mark?
We didn't exactly have much of a choice.
I mean, we were worried for you.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm going to go over there and try to slap the nonsense out of Tim-Tam.
I would say advantage because Tim-Tam would not see that coming.
Back wing.
Non-lethal damage, right?
Yep.
Yes, like I'm back winging him against the
So,
face. Knock
so
out of it.
I rolled a save with advantage, right?
Mm,
Did you say? Or the smack goes with advantage?
how much damage do you do with your backhand?
Like bare minimum 1-ish.
What's your?
What do I have to roll for the attack?
Mm-hmm. You're doing non-lethal though, so if it is really high and you somehow knock out Tim-Tam, you knock out Tim-Tam. You don't.
Okay, so do I need to roll to hit first?
Yes, at advantage.
I mean, you don't need to go for minimum if you wanna.
18 to hit.
It didn't hit.
5 non-lethal.
All right. Tim-Tam, there is no save, but Saxton just randomly backhanded you.
I start to look a little bit up. Hey, you're the rude ones. Why do you hit me?
Strahd's got you memorized. Knock out of it. Get out of it.
No, I am fine. I really am fine.
Nyhm, you do notice Tim-Tam does have 2 bite marks on the neck. Oh, never mind. Nym's gonna go. Yeah.
So I will turn this into the scene from Airplane while everyone's trying to make that hysterical woman stop.
Hey, Saxton, calm down. Everything is fine. I'm here with you. We just need to give Hemlock and Strahd some time alone, which is understandable. I mean, I personally, I'm super excited because I don't know if I'm gonna be Strahd's best man or Hemlock's
can I just violently shake him now?
Tim-Tam, do you let him violently shake you?
I mean, not after he has like hit me.
Is this going to turn into PvP?
I mean, I won't go like hard PvP, but if he tries to grapple me, I will cast shield or something.
Okay, Saxton, clearly Tim-Tam isn't going to let you try to do that. So are you going to continue trying, or?
If he was rendered unconscious, would that break the charm?
You don't know.
And okay, Nym's back, so let's see what she wants to do.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. The only thing you missed, I think, is Saxton might be trying to knock out Tim-Tam, potentially. And Tim-Tam does have bite marks visible on their neck.
Okay, so even I see that from here.
Yeah, I mean, Tim-Tam, you wouldn't have hit that or anything, probably.
Okay.
No, you can ask.
Nyhm do.
It's nothing sexual. It's just like, you know, a little biting from friends.
I know you. Wait, did you use an inspiration point yet today?
No, not yet.
Okay. Like you were stuck at that one inspiration point because you can only have one. But
yeah, I always keep them until the end of the game, like in Avernus. I'll keep them all. I never spend anyone.
Hearing Saxton say that to Tim-Tam that Strahd's got something on him, I'm not sure I want to intervene. Because if it becomes a slugfest, I'm not exactly keen to start attacking somebody who has been a close ally. Anybody got any popcorn? I guess Nyhm just sits and waits for a result.
I don't, but I could probably make like a self-cooking turret to make popcorn.
Strahd sent you here.
Well, actually, it was Hemlock. She told me like to leave. I guess I will go back. A month seems something reasonable to give the two lovebirds some time, but I really have to get working. I have thought in this like huge skeleton spider, and I think with enough rope and gears, I can make it work.
I look over at Nyhm.
So what you up to? What you do up to?
We're off to find the wizard. The wonderful wizard of this place.
Oh yeah, right. We're gonna have to save Barovia, I guess. I mean, not Kren's Valley. Kren's?
Kren's Valley, yes.
And save Hemlock from Strahd.
Hemlock? I mean, I think Hemlock was a little bit sad and worried, which has me sad and worried. I don't know what to do. Because, you know, she's my best friend, and I don't know. Because she asked me to leave. So
She did that to save you, us.
But we're safe.
Yes.
I mean, there's no safer place than Strahd.
And you're calling
Castle.
Strahd... What?
It is then when you say that, almost as a comedic timing, a gaunt Mapach figure, the wild fur, bounds towards you all on all fours, wearing a tattered gown stitched of animal skins. You can't tell whether they're a boy or a girl, but they stop and sniff the air, and then they laugh like a lunatic, and the ground nearby starts crawling with tiny twig monsters as they come towards your guys' burrow. Meanwhile, back in the castle. We're going to jump cut ahead to Hemlock and Strahd, going all the way down into the crypts of the castle. And Strahd takes you to this fellow that he calls Cyrus. And Cyrus looks like he might have been a Batra, maybe? I don't know. He's got quite a weird position on him. He's hunched back, and he carries like an oil lantern on his not hunched back side. And he carries around a bunch of stuff with him. And let me get his full description. Where are you at? He is here. Alright. His left side of his face is covered with lizard-like scales. He has the ears of what appears to be some kind of cat instead of Batra ears. His left foot is like a webbed bird, like a duck foot. And his arms have patches on them of fur that seems to be like a thick, coarse fur, not like the softer, fluffier fur that bats normally have. And he's like, "Ah, yes, master. Welcome back to your creeps." And he's like, "Yes. Sir Hemlock, this is Cyrus Bellevue." "Ah, the pleasure is mine." And he tries to bow, but it's kind of difficult. He's kind of smelly and grotesque to look at. Oh, you also notice that he seems to be wearing a necklace that seems to have like a wooden eye as like the amulet of the necklace.
My, what a lovely necklace, and
Hmm.
charmed to be in your presence.
Oh, thank you. And he holds both his hands downwards, and he like pivots on one foot, and he like blushes when you say that.
Oh, okay. We're friends.
Would you please escort us to the dungeons? Yes, master. Are we going to see a meal today? As he starts leading you guys off. And he goes, no. We are here to see Ismark.
Oh shit!
Leads you down a little bit more of stairs, even though you've gone down a lot of stairs by now. And it eventually leads to it descends into a black still water that fills an arched hallway before you. The water surface is like a dark mirrored glass, disturbed only occasionally by the thwack of a drop falling from the ceiling. 20 feet ahead, arched doorways leading downwards from each side of the hallway. In each arched doorway, an iron door stands, closed and particularly submerged. You hear a weak cry for help further ahead. And, Cyrus, is like, careful where you step. You don't want it to go there, that's a pit trap. Oh, yes, so I was gonna have Tim-Tam help with those. But, oh well. And, like, takes you through, like, almost like a zigzag through here. And eventually leads you to a specific cell. There appears to be 2 cells that have people in them. One has, you hear like a weak cry for help, but the second Strahd talks, the crying stops immediately. And that's all the way at the very end. But right here in the dark, you find Ismark locked in a cell. What do you want with me now, you monster? Oh, not much. Just wanted to give my new royal servant their first task. You royal servant? I would never serve you. Oh, I'm not talking about you. Hemlock. Kill him. Hemlock? Oh, no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring Irina here. He swayed me by some kind of magic. I didn't do it willingly. Please, you have to believe me. Please don't kill me. As you hear splashing in there. I would say, yeah, there's a light source. Cyrus had the lantern, that's right. So you see him on the other side. He's as you saw him before, but a little more gaunt because he hasn't eaten today. In 3 feet, in like ankle deep water in his cell.
Gross. I drop to my knees and like I push myself against the bars and I.
When you drop to your knees, your like chin is just above the surface of the water.
That's fine. I say, oh, Ismark, there.
If you're
Strahd, there has to be a reason that you would want to keep him alive. Like, what would Irina say? What would she do? You can't kill her brother.
Oh, I wasn't.
She'll never forgive you.
I wasn't going to kill him. I was originally going to keep him as her first meal, but since you came along, I thought this would be more interesting. And I'm not going to say it again.
And
Ismark has no cover or armor of any kind. He looks like he's already been injured a bit, scratched up. Kind of pale, looks like he's been bit. Well,
let me look at something.
I know you have magics. You could easily kill him without even going into the cell. Would you want this poor man to suffer further? Or perhaps you're taking pleasure in this.
I'm not taking any pleasure. Of course not. I just don't. I don't think that this is the time to kill him.
Oh, and why is that? Has he not suffered enough then? Would you rather have Irina do it? That's understandable. That's actually a better plan. It'll probably be more miserable for him and her.
When were you planning on... Let me put on my sultry voice. When were you planning on letting her do that to him?
Once night falls. Hey. Speaking of which, I'll leave you to it. I'll see you at sunset. And as he says that, his body seems to turn into a shadow, and he seems to merge with the wall and then disappear.
I say...
You're not really serving him, are you? Are you under his spell? Please shake out of it, Hemlock. I know this isn't you.
Ismark, I did it to protect my friends. It was the only way to get them out of here. I was so sure. I
Perhaps you should do
I
it.
think,
He did have a point. This would be quicker. I don't know if I can live with what I damned Irina too. She's dead.
She's dead?
She's dead, and it's my fault. And he starts wallowing in his cell quietly.
It's not your fault, Ismark. We're going to figure this out. We're gonna save her. What was the name of the lizard cat guy?
Cyrus Bellevue.
Cyrus. Is he still there?
He is not with you, but he was going over to one of the other cells and he seems to be talking to something. Maybe to himself.
In this time, would I have gotten a short rest?
Yes. It has been a few hours. I'll definitely say you've gotten a short rest by now. You're welcome, Warlock.
Okay. Thank you. I say, oh, Cyrus, since we're such good friends, maybe you could hand me the keys to Ismark's cell, and we don't have to tell Strahd about this at all.
No, I can't let him out. Not without Strahd's mean so.
Oh no, I'm not gonna let him out. I'm gonna go in and I'm going to give him a little talking to, like tussle him up before I kill him. I like to play with my food.
I can see why Strahd has picked you. Give me a deception roll.
17.
Okay, yeah, you definitely pass.
Okay.
Okay. He goes to hand you the keys. Hands you an iron ring of rusty keys. Cast iron. Oh, it's that key.
Hey,
that one right there. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
He stays with you
I
and
take the
watches.
keys. Okay. I take the keys
He smiles.
and
You notice most of his teeth are missing.
okay. I smile back at him. I smile, and then
Oh,
I
forgot. I'm gonna overcook the dinner. And he goes to wander off somewhere, leaving the dungeon.
Wow, I didn't even have to charm person. I unlock his marks thing, and I say I go up, I give him a hug. Go up really close.
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. Ooh. What's medicine? Okay, 19.
Okay, he looks pretty bad off. He's I'm just gonna be meta with you. He's got a level of exhaustion and he's only got 15 hit points left. And you're pretty sure he hasn't had a long rest since he got in here. So whatever that vampire bite did, you will not be able to heal him completely.
Mm-hmm. I say I give him a hug, and I say, "There's eyes everywhere. I'm so sorry, but you have to trust me on this one." And I cast Witch Bolt at 3rd level
At him,
at him.
you have advantage because you're both in water. This is actually a thing that they specify. Lightning magics have advantage, and saving throws are disadvantage.
Okay, before I do this, I need to check. It's gonna give away my plan, but it's important. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on him and bring him down to 0 hit points, and then I will cast Spare the Dying, so they will think that he's dead. But cork his body out.
You know, sparing the dying will stabilize him, but he'll be unconscious, so he'll still be breathing, so they'll know he's still alive before you try this. There is a specific spell I don't think warlocks have that you can use to fake death.
Okay, how long would I know how long, because I am a warlock and I know these spells, would I know how long it would have to be before I could not use Spare the Dying anymore? Would it have to be like right after he dies that I would use it? Or could I like wait until they court his body out and then cast Spare the Dying?
I believe Spare the Dying's like within okay, you know that this will work as long as he's still a living creature at 0 hit points. So while he's doing death saves, this will work. But if he fails all of his death saves and he's dead, Spare the Dying will not work. You don't know the exact amount of time that would be after he hits 0 hit points.
Okay. That's the problem.
But at worst, it would be 2 turns. If he rolled like a nat 1 and then he failed again.
Then screw it. I'm just gonna try to fuck me. I'm just going to get him out of there. I'll cast Cure Wounds, and heal him the best that I can.
All right. How much do you heal him?
All right.
I do have his hit points.
Ooh, 8.
Okay. And he is currently weakened because of thing. Okay. So, he follows you as you attempt to leave here. And, he says, should we get the other prisoner?
Shit, who's the other prisoner? I'll go up to the yeah, I'll go up to whoever is in the cell and say, "Hello, who is it?"
As you come up to the cell, a strong young Vulpin clutches the bars of his cell while struggling to keep his teeth from chattering. His clothes are shredded and he's soaked from head to toe. He's like, "Oh, thank goodness. Oh, you're gonna save me?"
What's your name?
Oh,
I'm gonna try.
my name is Emil. He's like, he's shaking a lot. He probably does that too.
I will choking on my own spit. I will like I will can I like he's never mind. It's Hemlock. She throws caution to the wind. She will quickly let him out of his cage.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now I can return home. Do you mind?
You have to be very quiet.
And he stays with your group.
Okay.
And as you, Ismark, and Emil travel through the wet, damp dungeons of Castle Ravenloft on your way out, Tim-Tam, Nyhm, and Saxton are out on the side of Mount of Baratok, where they seem to be being attacked by some crazy Mapach with a bunch of twig monsters. A whole bunch of them seem to be starting to come towards you. And both of these would be leading to something that'd be really big. So I apologize, but I'm going to have to end early for tonight.
Okay.
So we're going to end here. Because this is a great spot.
Yeah.
Another level or two.
So, plugs. If anyone has any, go ahead.
Please commission me. You can commission me at Capt Callie on Twitter. I have art over there. I do art. Please commission me for art. I had to buy textbooks today.
She's very fast.
but-
The portrait for Hemlock was drawn by her.
Yeah. I also drew, hang on,
Also Nyhm.
this
Oh,
earlier. Sad
Aw.
Hemlock.
oh, I already feel bad.
And yeah, I got a bunch of games coming up, but Saffron Academy's tomorrow. I keep forgetting about that.
Oh yeah, that's actually
new-
streamed.
Yeah, it's actually streamed. Unlike Written in Stone. So tomorrow at 8 on Fractured Moon D&D, one of the friends in the list down there, I think,
Mm-hmm.
is a special game of magic school. I play a totally normal character with a totally normal backstory that is not suspicious at all. And Scotty's in it. And we are, it's Aya Golander is the DM, and she's awesome, and she is really mad at me right now, so I hope to make it up to her and with my Saffron Academy character.
I believe we're using the detective bubblegum. What was it?
Yeah, Bubble Gumshoe, I think.
Bubble Gumshoe, yeah. Wow, I'm just really bad. We're using a specific 2d6 system. Let me find it. I want to get it correct. Yeah, Bubble Gumshoe. Detective Bubble Gumshoe system.
Is Aya mad because of Lyra?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was mad because of Lyra.
so that's my plug. Check out the Retroverse company.
Oh yeah, because this Friday, I'm not sure who's going, but we're like mixing up between the two Retroverse campaigns, where some of the corruption crew is with some of the vaccine crew, and we're doing 3 different important missions to try to save Ranger Prime of the Henshin Corps.
Or kill him.
Or kill him.
If in my case, or kill him.
Oof.
Sorry, did you have any other plugs, Lluis? Kind of stole it.
No, it's that because that was intense. And yeah, commission Callie. Check out Scotty. The good stuff.
Yeah, cool. Well, next game on this channel will be that Retroverse game, which will be Friday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So thank you for watching. If you want to check out the other shows or you just want to see the past videos, all the YouTube playlists for them are down below. Except for Mysteries of the Silver Fleet, I still need to make that one. But except for that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.